Hey guys, it's Technique Thursday. This video is all about bracing. We'll go through all the main points of bracing, what it is, when it is, how it is, and we're going to talk about belts and when you should be breathing during your movements. So what is bracing? Bracing is supporting and protecting the lumbar spine by creating intra-abdominal pressure through breathing. Okay? We'll explain what that means in a bit. When we should be bracing when lifting any heavy weight, okay, particularly when it places stress on your lumbar spine. How? We brace by breathing in through our belly. Okay, so what that looks like is this. If you look at my belly here, okay, I breathed in and my belly expanded. Okay, what that does is creating that pressure around here, which is then supporting your spine. Okay, so when we have any sort of weight, say we're doing a deadlift, breathing in here is just increasing that pressure around here and protecting your spine. Okay, now a key thing to do is to not breathe high up into your chest like this. Okay, so you see that my shoulders rise because the breath went up here into my chest. In the definition of bracing, we talked about intra-abdominal pressure supporting the lower spine, the lumbar spine. Okay, so when we breathe up high, there's no pressure and air in our lumbar spine, which is the point of it. Okay, so make sure that you're not breathing up high, instead you're breathing out low. Okay, so during your lifts, when should you be breathing? Say we have a deadlift. Okay, I'm going to get into the setup position of a deadlift, and now listen to my breathing here. Okay, so in the setup position, I took a big breath in, I held that until the bar's about midway up through my thighs, and then I can breathe out. Okay, so it's once you know that you've got that rep and you've almost finished it. Okay, with a squat, you're going to breathe in. Okay, so you're going to breathe in and then hold that in until you're just about finished the rep, then you can breathe out. Okay, that's just two examples of movements. If you're unsure where to brace on any others, then shoot us a message. Okay, now let's talk about belts. So this is a weightlifting belt. Okay, you might have seen people wearing them before, but you're unsure how to use them and when you should use them. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on now. Now I'm not going to tighten it as hard as I can, okay? All right, because what that means, if I do this super tight, I can't breathe into it, okay? The goal of this is still to breathe into the belt to create that intra-abdominal pressure. What the belt does is it gives us something to push against, increasing that pressure. So I'm gonna do it tight, but not as tight as I can. Then breathe in. Okay, so I breathe in, make my tummy bigger, and I'm pushing against that belt, creating more pressure. You can use these when you're doing any sort of heavy lifting, so squats, deadlifts. Some people like to use them for bench press as well, even bent over rows, okay? Anytime you've got pressure on that lumbar spine. All right, not only is it supporting and protecting your lower back, but it can help you to actually lift more as well. If I was to do a max deadlift, I wouldn't be able to do as much if I wasn't wearing a belt. All right, so that's everything.